and welcome to Dave's Dugout. I'm Dave Schimpf. This is my 28th episode of Dave's Dugout, which is all about softball. Nothing but softball, even though we're going to get a little bit different beginning today, but it'll still pertain to softball in a way, okay? But I just wanted to let you know there is another Dave's Dugout podcast. It's located in California. It's been out for a couple years. I didn't know it, but he talks about it's not Dave's Dugout softball. It's Dave's Dugout. I'm sorry. He's located out there, but he talks mostly baseball and other sports. So just wanted to let you know. So if you're looking to see this online, just type in my name sometimes, and it'll be easier to get than calling Dave's Dugout. But just for your info, yes, this is my 28th episode, like I said. Last Thursday, I'm sorry, this past Monday, in case you missed it, I had Paul Mason on, a stalwart umpire from Hoyt Park for probably about 40 years, from what he said. And if you missed it, find it. Okay, it's on. You can find it on YouTube by typing in my podcast or my name, or you can find it on Facebook a lot easier by typing in my name, and it'll show up. So it's an hour long, and it don't miss it. Okay, Paul was a great is a great friend. Paul was a great umpire, in my opinion, because of the way he handled games and the respect he got from the ball players. That means a lot. Okay, if you don't have respect from the ball players, you won't go far in this game. Believe me. Paul got respect. Paul called a good game. Okay, and Paul is a great friend of mine, and I know I said it to him, but Paul choking me up a bit, but you do mean a lot to me. Okay. I was glad to have you, and I can't wait to have you back in maybe a few months. All right. Anyway, enough of the tear jerking. Sorry about that. But getting back to my podcast, I have a mug here that I give to everybody who shows up or is interviewed on the phone or is here. And Paul got his Monday, so he was happy. His wife, I guess, was happy to get it. And so if you do that, you get a free mug. But if you want one, it's $10. I make a small profit of it. So if I get $10, it's appreciated. But just wanted to get through that. Okay. Now let's talk about something that kind of pertains to softball. This weekend is Memorial Day weekend. Okay. Memorial Day weekend honors the fallen soldiers, our military. I shouldn't say just soldiers, but our military. It doesn't honor veterans. It's not an honor for veterans. It honors those who have died during wars. Okay, or complications from the war. I'm a Vietnam veteran, in case you don't know it, and I always. This is a very special weekend for me. For probably the last 20 years, I go to the cemeteries. I pick out a cemetery, and I look for the graves with the flags on them. Okay, I go to the ones with the flags on them, and those are the ones who passed away, and I salute each one. I stand before them, I say their name, and I salute them, and I thank for their service. I do that probably almost every Sunday on Memorial Day weekend, but surely if not, I don't do it on Sunday, I'll do it on a Monday. If you got the time, do it. Do it. If you go to visit a cemetery to put flowers on your parents' graves or one of your dearly beloved's graves, look around and see where the flags are and walk up to them and look at them, say their name. You don't have to salute. I do because I'm a veteran, but You don't have to do that. Put your hand on your heart and thank them for their service. Okay? Thank them for their service. And I bring this up because without them, we wouldn't have the great game of softball. We wouldn't have the great game of baseball. We wouldn't have sports. We wouldn't have a lot of things that we take for granted now without our military, especially those World War II veterans. My goodness, what they probably saw and did is beyond comprehension. Uh, so just wanted to get that out. It's meaningful. When you're having your cookouts this weekend, enjoying your hot dogs, hamburgers, favorite beverage, uh, by all means, thank them in your prayers. Okay? Thank those who have passed away. Um, one more thing uh, pertaining to that is Memorial Day is a 3-day weekend. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. If you can take in a softball game, take one in. Sometimes there's one playing somewhere. I think Frankenmuth still has a tournament that takes place on a Saturday this weekend. So by all means, maybe you can take that in. One more thing. Monday is Memorial Day, and I usually have a podcast on Monday. Not sure I'm going to have a podcast. It depends on what goes on, but I don't think I'm going to have one this Monday, only because my birthday is Tuesday, and I'll be 80. Tell you what, I didn't mind all the other birthdays, the meaningful ones, but this one's kind of tough. Okay, this one's kind of tough. I'll be 80, and we're going to celebrate on Monday rather than Tuesday. So I don't think I'm going to have a podcast. So if you want to do anything for me, I donate to Tunnels for Towers. They do things for the military and the first responders that have passed away for their surviving spouse. I donate to St. Jude's Hospital, the Shriners, and organizations like that, the DAV, and there's another one. I'm sorry, Wounded Warriors. I'm sorry. Tunnels to Towers is asking only for $19 a month. My goodness, that's just over a case of beer, as I said. You'll feel good about it. They advertise on TV. St. Jude's advertise on TV, and I think they ask for less. The Shriners. If you can do it, do it. Okay, I just say that because it's my birthday, and that's what people say. Well, what can I get you for my birthday, for your birthday? And I always say that, for my, relatives, not for you. I also share my birthday with Jim Connors, who was the vice president of USA Softball of Michigan, and Corky Thompson. Okay, he's another one. We all share the same birthday, not the same age, of course, but the same birthday. And Dan Smith, by the way, I gotta mention this because Dan Smith's birthday is Memorial Day, and he is the commissioner up down there in Flint, and he's also been doing a lot of volunteer work for USA Softball of Michigan. So there we go. I got that out of the way. I'm not bragging at all. Believe me, I just had to say it because I got other people that have the same birthday and that kind of stuff. So anyway, I said that today I was going to have some funny videos, and so I will bring those up now. Some of them are funny, and maybe some of them won't be so funny. Okay, but either way, they're worth looking at. The first one I thought was really funny, and I just found that today, and apparently I'm gonna show it now. Let me put the voice up first. Okay, now we've done that, and let's show it. Okay, ready?
Softball blooper ever broadcasted live.
This girl's gonna finally admit something after sneaking out this little bunt, getting to first base, hustling down the line. Coach says, "Was it you?" "Yeah, it was me." Laughs, turns to her teammate in second, totally farted. I was pretty sure it was you.
Apparently it was loud enough where her teammate heard it too, or maybe it was the other thing that was meaningful. So either way, I saw that and I went, "Oh, I got to show this one because this is too much." So and she admitted to it. I like the way she went across her throat and said, and she did. And her coach, if you looked, her coach asked her if it was you. So somehow or other, the coach knew it too. So I got a feeling it was loud enough where people could hear it, and the broadcaster maybe heard it. So here we go. Ready?
The funniest softball blooper ever broadcasted live.
This girl's gonna finally admit something after sneaking out this little bunt, getting to first base, hustling down the line. Coach says, "Was it you?" "Yeah, it was me." Laughs, turns to her teammate in second, totally farted. I was pretty sure it was you.
Okay.
The funniest softball blooper ever broadcasted live.
Excuse me.
After sneaking out this little bunt, getting to first base.
I'm trying to stop this. So she turned to her teammate at second base, and her teammate says, "I thought that was you." So therefore, from that many feet away, I can't believe it was the smell. I got to believe it was the sound. So I thought that was just a little bit too much. Okay, now I got some more here. I gotta get rid of this one.
The funniest softball
and then okay, got that. Now we're gonna go to another one that I've got here. They're called softball fails. We've all seen softball fails. People do dumb things. Dumb things happen. So let's look at this one. These are reverse. They're running to first base, and they do the face plant. Now, as an umpire, I have witnessed a few face plants. Believe me, not just running to first, but to other bases, and they're humorous in a way, not humorous to the player, but sometimes they just get up and brush it off and just absolutely laugh. So it is funny to watch a face plant or maybe some other blooper that happens. I'm not sure what all happened. I didn't show it all here, so I'm not sure what all happens. Oh, there's one. Right as she gets to first base. Not sure what this one is. Maybe I need the sound up. Sometimes the sound says it all. And they listen to their own teammates.
There you go.
One out, man. One out, right?
Yes, 1 out.
Come on, D, down the heart somewhere. 2 ribbies here. There's some breast, 2 ribbies.
No, he's never. That's he goes.
They're coming out too early. Your back shoulder.
Come right back and hit him in the head.
Oh, he ain't gonna Hey! Get over here! Swing at it! Might help if you step into it a little bit. Here we go. She still has it, I think. Oh.
There you go. Oh, seriously?
Okay, enough of that video. All right, we'll stop this. So that's another good video. I've seen a lot of funny things on the field. Believe me, I'll never forget. There was Sonny Havercroft. He was Rick Havercroft's brother, and he was playing. Now, Sonny went all out when he played. Believe me, and he was also an umpire. He was also a basketball referee. So, but he passed away many years ago, and we all honored him at the number 3 ball diamond. By the way, we all stood around the diamond and poured beer on the on the plate because that's what Rick wanted us to do. So, in honor of Sonny, because Sonny certainly did imbibe in a few brewskis, and so one of a kind was Sonny. But anyway, I'll never forget he slid into third base face first. And I mean, it was a face plant as he was sliding in. And he looked up at me, and it's just blood. I mean, it's coming out of his nose, his lips and mouth. Now, this is before Safe Sport, where we had it in the blood rule, where you had this is before that. So he's got, and I said, "Oh, Sonny," and I'm on the bases, and I said, "Sonny, wow, you gotta." I take that back. I was at the plate, and I went up to third base to make the call because there was multiple runners on, and that's my call at third. So anyway, I went up there, and that's when I saw it, and I said, "Sonny, you might want to clean that up a little bit." And Sonny just takes his arm and does it a wipe, reaches down, gets a little bit of dirt on it, and puts it on like that. And he says that should make it better and clear it, so it doesn't bleed all over. And I just looked at him and shook my head. I said, "Okay." So the very next batter comes up and he hits a ball, and it's going to be a play at the plate. And Sonny dives head first at the plate, and it's another face plant. And it's even worse now because it got his forehead. And of course now his nose is pretty well, it's bleeding pretty bad. It's not just from the nostrils, it's skinned up, and the chin is skinned up, and he's a mess. And I said, "Oh my goodness, Sonny," I said, you got to take care of this. And of course the players all come out and they're looking at him, and again, Sonny being Sonny just wipes it off. And the players have got their bottles of water, and they're just throwing water on it. And then Sonny goes in the dugout, and sure enough, he comes out to go on defense later on. It was a sight to behold, and it was before we had the blood rule, and otherwise he would have had to leave, of course. But back then, that was the way it was. If you were like a hockey player, you went back out there. So I just had to bring that one up. That was one of my funny stories that I never told before. I'm not sure Rick will ever see this video, but if he does, I'm sure he knows what Sonny was like. Okay, let me see. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, here we go. This is called Safer Out. All right. Now I'm going to show it again. This is a runner going to first base. Runner going to first. If you didn't see it, the ball is in the fielder's hands. Okay. The ball is in the fielder's hands, and she tags the base with the glove. And the question was, safer out. And there was discussion on Facebook about this. And I'm going to ask you, as an umpire or a player or a coach, is the softball player safe or out. Okay? Safe or out. Now, we all know if you're tagging a runner with an empty glove, the runner is safe. Okay? Can't do that. But what's the difference with a base? Give you a few seconds to think. No cheating, but the runner's out. All right? That's still part of the so-called body of the fielder. If she put her foot on the base, if she put her hand on the base, if she happens to face plant the base with a ball in her hand, it's the same thing. The runner's out. So I just wanted to bring that one up because it was kind of a strange play. I've never seen it happen before at first base, but there it is. So that was a good one to have today. Kind of humorous, but more of a you make the call type thing. And I think I have one more here for us, okay? Let me see this one. Okay. I'm going to bring this one back, and I'm going to say a few things about this. But first, you're going to watch it, okay? Here we go. She bunted the ball. Running the first. Wild throw. Going to stick over the bases. Coming around the third base. Now watch it. Okay? Did you see it? All right. We're going to play it again. If you didn't see it, I'll let you see it again here. Okay? And if you didn't see it, first of all, when she rounds third base, she actually knocks her helmet off her head. Now, this is a live ball. Okay? And I think I saw the umpire call her out, the third base umpire. I think I see that, but I'm not sure. However, if she knocked the helmet off intentionally, which it looks like she did, you'll see that when you watch it again. She's out, okay? But she continued to home, all right? And by the way, you should call a dead ball if she knocked the helmet off because now there's safety involved. And so you shouldn't just call it out. You should kill that play because if she continues to run like that, you don't need her getting hurt. So by all means, kill that, all right? Stop it, dead ball. But when she gets to home, she's safe, and she yells at the catcher. Now, I don't know if something happened between her and the catcher previously. I don't know if something strange happened or maybe the catcher said something. It doesn't look like it happened pretty quick. But when something like that happens and you're the umpire, she shouldn't be in the game long, okay? At least a warning, and a very stern warning. And if you're the coach and your ball player does something like that, I would certainly hope you set them down. Or at least when they're sitting there, you have a nice talk with the young lady, all right? And if you're a parent and this is your daughter, you better have a talk with her when you get home. And if you don't, all you're doing is providing her the way to do it in the future, okay? It's not good sportsmanship. So we're going to watch this again. Running to first, wild throw. She bunted the ball. She's going to second. Coming around the third. Now watch her knock the helmet off right there with her hand. Goes in, safe, and then there was that. Okay? Watch. Safe. She's a fast runner. She's very fast. Coming out, now watch her hand. Knock the helmet off, and then there's that. All right? Enough. That's enough of watching that. I just bring it up. Now, that's not a funny video, but I saw it today, and I thought it was needed to talk about because it's sportsmanship. And as an umpire, you should be aware of a helmet being knocked off their heads intentionally. To me, that looked intentional, and apparently it did to the umpire because called her out. But anyway, yeah, that's an intentional act, and so we can't allow that. All right. And what happened at the plate was unsportsmanlike, and we have a rule in the book for that. All right. So that's all I wanted to bring up today. Just a few things, especially about Memorial Day. And again, if you want to see this podcast, look it up on Facebook. And if you had a chance to watch this live, I hope you did. There's ways you can watch it live too by bringing it up on YouTube or on Facebook, because I have it on there. I also have it on TikTok. I'm not sure if it's live on TikTok. I think you just got to look for it. And I had it on X, but I've been told that for some reason they're having a hard time getting it on X, which used to be a tweet. All right. So no longer further ado on softball. Oh, one more thing I got to bring up. Sorry about that. I am affiliated with USA Softball, and this podcast is not affiliated with USA Softball, but I am, and I like to bring things up pertaining to USA Softball. But we'll also talk about NCAA, and we'll also talk about any other association out there, the Federation, which is high school, UTRIP, PGF, NSA. If you want to come on and maybe talk about whatever association, that's fine. We're talking softball here. But pertaining to USA Softball of Michigan, we have the slow pitch qualifiers every weekend now in June coming up. There's not one this weekend because of the holiday, but there is one at the end of May next weekend. I don't know all of them. I forgot to look it up today. I'm sorry about that. But if you go to USA Softball of Michigan website, you'll find these softball slow pitch qualifiers on there. And by all means, if you have a team and you haven't decided to play one of the qualifiers, please do so. Slow pitch is a fun game, and it's fun to watch. Great game. And so if you get a chance to, you want to bring your team out, and maybe you've never played in a qualifier, please do. There's ways to do it. You can do it on, there's numbers to call on the website. And there's also, you can look them up, and probably the tournament director or maybe even the UIC would be on there, or our state commissioner, which is Darren Dustemyers. I think I always screw his last name up. But anyway, his phone number is on there also. He's the state commissioner. So by all means, sign up if you have a team and haven't played before in a qualifier, and which qualifies you for a state tournament. By all means, do it. Okay, take one in, and by all means, take in any softball game that's coming up, whether it be high school or college. Oh, speaking of college, the regionals are being played now. So the high school games are wrapping up this week. Coming up, I do believe they still districts might be the last week in May this year. So so they could be in the districts playing already. So pre-districts sometimes around a Tuesday or a Wednesday. So you get a chance to watch that. But the college softball games are on TV now. Again, every year they've been on for quite a while. It took a while for ESPN to realize how popular the game was and decided to broadcast it. But they're on TV and they're fun to watch. A couple Big Ten teams are still playing, I think. And there's some, there's some other games, obviously. They're all fun to watch. So take them in. And maybe you have something to comment on that. Email me at daveumpire@aol.com. daveumpire@aol.com if you want to talk about or say something about maybe some game or play you saw. And speaking of that, I forgot to mention my toll-free number, which is 833-7-DUGOUT. That's 8337 Dugout. So if you want to call, talk about a game, something you saw, watched, or whatever, please do. Other than that, you have yourself a great Memorial Day weekend. It's not going to be the greatest here in Michigan as far as weather, but in other states, I'm sure it is. So, but it'll still be okay. Might not be able to swimming weather, but it'll be okay. 60s, I do believe, maybe 70 on Monday. So, by all means, have fun this weekend, and we'll see you, but not this Monday probably. Okay, I'll let you know if I do, but I doubt it. So, I'll see you again next Thursday. Have a good one. So long. Bye.